Chelsea have to pay to get their player back, and this left back situation is becoming more and more complicated to the place where the club can't win. And the fans are going to be angry regardless. And I'm going to break this down for you, because no matter what I say today, we're going to have people that are fuming and people that are furious. No middle ground. Welcome to the Kavkas View, and welcome to Chatting Breeze. And today we are going to bring you up with the latest Chelsea news. And we have got two massive topics. The left back situation is heating up even more. This left back situation has become very intriguing very fast because so much information is coming out and a lot of it is true. Fabrizio Romano is talking about potentially Chelsea paying to get Emerson back. He's our player. It's absolutely mad. I'll break it down for you guys. And then we're going to talk about people saying the 4-2-2 is the way Chelsea will go to score goals. I'll tell you now, I don't think that's the solution. These players can't score. And for me, I think they're all performing under the level that they are. They're all better than they're showing. And the numbers will back it, and I will break it down. So let's stay tuned and let's get into it. But before we get started, I think it's very important for me to say thank you for watching, and can you do me a massive favor? Hit the like button. And another thing, hit that bell notification. I've actually noticed a lot of people aren't coming to the video straight away, and when you don't come to the video straight away, it doesn't push it. YouTube doesn't push it, and it doesn't go out to new Chelsea fans. So please help me out, share this video, and let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Peace out, I'm out. Let's proceed with the video. Okay, so we know that Ben Chilwell's out with an ACL, and the likelihood is Ben won't be back until maybe next February, March properly, where he's playing consistent football. So what does this mean? This means that Chelsea need a backup fullback, because Marcos Alonso at this moment in time is not going to be enough. Look, we've got a lot of games, we're in 4 competitions, and Alonso can't play every single game, especially at Alonso's age. He's nearly 30, or maybe I think he's even in his 30s now. He's going to break down, and it's a demanding role, the left wing back. So what's going on here now? Well, Chelsea now are apparently willing to pay money, and this is their priority, to bring back Emerson. Lyon want to sign him, and Lyon have an option of 20 million euros, which is 18 million pounds, to sign him at the end of the season. However, Chelsea have told him, can we recall him now? In January, Lyon said, no, we have full intention to re-sign him after the loan expires on a permanent basis, and we don't want to let the player go. Chelsea, on the other hand, are desperate and don't want to reinvest into another player. So they're even willing to pay some of the loan fee back to Lyon just to ensure that they get their player back, which for me blows my mind. The club isn't keen on Luca Digne, and I fully and totally understand this. I don't agree with it, but I understand it. And the reason I understand it is because Luca Digne is on 100k a week. Luca Digne is an injury-prone player that doesn't fit the profile of player that Chelsea will potentially want. He's not as athletic, he can't beat a man on the dribble, but he's very creative, and given time and space, he'll create a lot of chances. He was the 3rd most creative fullback / wing back in the Premier League last season. But for me, I'm super interested what's going to happen. Chelsea's optimal solution would be to bring Emerson in. But if they can't bring Emerson in, I don't think they're going to go after Luca Digne. Based on everything that's coming out from Fabrizio Romano, Matthew Law, Luca Digne is not supported. Emerson is the #1 priority. The backup option is Serginho Dest. And for me, I just don't understand this Serginho Dest. Because why didn't you keep Livramento? Why didn't you back Livramento in that situation? Why didn't you promise him game time? Why didn't you give him allocated game time? We're looking at this season, Harvey Vale, Liam or Lewis Hall, the left back that played yesterday. I'm not very great with their fullbacks. They've played. Livramento has started 19 games for Southampton. I think he could have had an impact on Chelsea. It's absolutely mind-boggling that we're going to have to invest money now into another player. And Chelsea don't want to do that. It will ruin the wage structure. And I will explain that once and for all. You need to think about Chelsea as a business. I think it's important that you remember Chelsea Football Club is a business. As well as a team that wants to perform on the pitch, they want to be successful in the boardroom. They've got dividends to pay. And more importantly, they have got a business to run sufficiently. So it doesn't make any sense to have Ben Chilwell on 190k, Marcos Alonso on 140, Emerson back on the books if Lyon decide not to sign him, Maatsen, who's on loan at Coventry, and then sign Luca Digne or Serginho Dest. You'll have 5 left backs on the books. You only need 2 or 3. So it's mind-boggling. It's the reason why Chelsea aren't going to hassle and hurry. I don't think it's going to happen personally. So for me, the only thing I see happening is Emerson coming back for a fee. If not, I think they're gonna have to go and get Serginho Dest, and I don't know how I feel about that, I'll be honest. In recent weeks, Chelsea have actually moved away from the 3-4-3 formation and moved to the 4-3-3. 4-2-2. I wish for 3-3. But it's turned out that we managed to get more attackers onto the pitch. And for me, at this moment in time, it's very, very interesting. Because what does this mean? Are we going to be creating more chances? Are we going to be scoring more goals? Are we going to be elevating our level to the next level? Well, based on the numbers that I've got in front of me here, it's actually really worrying. If we focus on the strikers from the outset, I think it's very evident that we're not performing up top with conversion rate, nor the goal scoring. So Lukaku's got 8 goals in 20 games, with a conversion of 27%. Timo Werner has got 6 goals in 15 games, with a conversion of 30%. By no means are those terrible numbers, but by no means are those numbers representative of a team that's going to win the league title, because I understand we share our goals out, but that production is not even a 1 and 2 for either striker. For players that start regularly for Chelsea FC, I'd really hope that they could produce in a 1 and 2 rate. Can playing up top with a partner exploit the attributes that Lukaku has? Potentially, but is Timo Werner that partner? Is he the same mold of player that Lautaro Martinez was? I don't think so. For me, it's very interesting to see how this evolves and how this changes. But these numbers aren't promising. Like, they're actually quite damning, and the forwards is even worse. So now I'm looking at the forwards, and the forwards, it's interesting because you look at Mason Mount. Mason Mount has got 7 goals in 26 games on a 22% conversion. That is just about nearly 1 in 4. Then you start looking at Kai Havertz. Kai Havertz has 5 in 23, which is 17% conversion rate. His one, once again, it's 1 in 4. It's kind of shaky still. And it gets worse. Hakim Ziyech, 3 in 19, 8%. Cho, 3 goals in 20. That's not right. Pulisic, 3 in 17, 21%. Those 3 aren't producing in front of goal. But is this their fault? Is it their fault? No, because I think they're all playing under the level that they are. I think they're all better than they're showing. And part of the reason for me is there's no consistency. There's no regular game time. I think the perfect way to look at it is Sadio Mane went 6 games without scoring for Liverpool. He played every game. He played every game, and there was time for him to develop and time for him to nurture himself back into the game. Alternatively, if Pulisic has 2 bad games, he's out of the team for 2-3 weeks. If you have other players having 2 bad games, they're out of the week for 4-5 weeks. They're playing right wing back. So it's frustrating. Chelsea need to regain some consistency. Is the formation change going to be the solution? I don't think so. But is this formation change going to assist? Potentially. So, peeps, be positive. Let's hope something changes. Hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. Peace out. I'm out. I hope you enjoyed this video. Have a great Sunday night.